These are the best credit cards for 2026. And they are the only 5 cards most people need to consider. But these are not 5 cards everyone should open. You only need to find the one that fits your spending and credit history. We have one card for beginners, one for household expenses, one for simple cashback, one for travel, and one for premium travel benefits. Every card will be judged the same way. What does it cost? How much value can an ordinary person receive? How easy are the rewards to use? And most importantly, who should avoid it? If you want simple and honest credit card comparisons, subscribe and share this video with someone who may be looking for a new credit card in 2026. Let's begin with the best credit card for beginners. That card is the Chase Freedom Rise credit card. It has no annual fee, and it earns 1.5% cash back on every purchase. There are no special categories to activate. You can use it for groceries, gas, bills, or almost any other purchase. You will receive the same cash back rate every time. But this card is not here because 1.5% is an amazing reward. It is here because it gives someone new to credit a simple place to start. Imagine Sarah is 19 years old. She is opening her first credit card account. She uses the card to pay a $50 phone bill every month. Then she pays the full statement balance by the due date. Sarah is not earning a large amount of cash back, but she is building a record of making payments on time, and she is doing it without paying an annual fee. After the first year, Chase may review an eligible account for an automatic upgrade to the Freedom Unlimited credit card. The upgrade is not guaranteed, but it does not require another application or credit check. There is one important detail. Chase currently requires people to apply for Freedom Rise at a Chase branch. This card is best for someone new to credit. If you already have good credit, a card earning 2% cashback may be more rewarding. Now let's look at the best credit card with no annual fee for household expenses. My choice is the American Express Blue Cash Everyday Credit Card. It earns 3% cash back at eligible United States supermarkets. It also earns 3% at United States gas stations, and it earns 3% at eligible United States online retailers. There is no annual fee, but each 3% category has a yearly spending limit of $6,000. After you reach the limit in one category, purchases in that category earn 1% for the rest of the year. Here is a simple example. Imagine Maria spends $500 per month at a qualifying supermarket. She spends $200 per month at gas stations, and she spends $250 per month shopping online. That is $11,400 in yearly spending. If all those purchases qualify for 3%, Maria could earn about $342 in cash back. But where you shop matters. Superstores such as Walmart and Target generally do not qualify for the supermarket reward rate. Warehouse clubs such as Costco generally do not qualify either. The card also charges a foreign transaction fee of 2.7%, so it is not a good card to use outside the United States. Choose this card if groceries, gas, and online shopping are major parts of your budget. But if most of your shopping happens at Walmart, Target, or Costco, you may not receive as much value. Now let's move to the best simple cashback credit card for 2026. The winner is the Citi Double Cash credit card, and it has no annual fee, and it earns a total of 2% cashback. You earn 1% when you make a purchase. Then you earn another 1% when you pay for that purchase. Imagine David spends $20,000 on the card during the year. He also pays his bills on time. At 2%, David could earn about $400 in cashback. He does not have to activate special categories. He does not have to watch spending limits, and he does not have to decide which card to use at each store. The rewards are issued as Citi thank you points, but those points can be redeemed for cash back. This card is simple, and that is its biggest advantage. It is not the best choice for international purchases because it charges a foreign transaction fee. It also does not provide the airport benefits or travel protections of a travel card. But if you want one card for simple cash back on everyday purchases, Citi Double Cash is hard to beat. Now we move to the best travel credit card. It is also the best overall rewards card for someone who travels a few times per year. That card is the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. It has a $95 annual fee, and it received a major update in June of 2026. It earns 3 points for every dollar spent on dining. It also earns 3 points for every dollar spent on gas and electric vehicle charging. You can also earn 3 points for every dollar spent on eligible streaming services, qualifying online groceries, and eligible vacation home rentals. The card earns 2 points for every dollar spent on other travel, and it earns 5 points for every dollar spent on travel booked through Chase Travel. The points can be used through Chase, and they can also be transferred to participating airline and hotel programs. This can sometimes give you more travel value, but it requires more work than ordinary cashback. The card also has no foreign transaction fee, and it includes travel protections. Now consider a simple example. James plans one hotel stay that costs $300. He finds the same hotel at a competitive price through Chase Travel. Then, he uses the card's $100 annual hotel credit. That one credit can cover the card's $95 annual fee. But James should not assume that Chase Travel always has the best price. He should compare the price and cancellation rules with booking directly through the hotel. If you never travel, this is not your best choice. The same is true if you do not want to use Chase Travel. And if you only want simple cash back, another card may be easier. But if you travel a few times per year and can naturally use the hotel credit, Chase Sapphire Preferred is the strongest all-around rewards card on this list. Now let's tell you, the best premium travel credit card is the Capital One Venture X credit card. It has a $395 annual fee, but it offers a $300 yearly credit for eligible bookings through Capital One Travel. Cardholders also receive 10,000 anniversary miles after each account anniversary. Those miles can be worth about $100 toward travel. That creates a simple calculation. A $300 travel credit plus about $100 in anniversary travel value equals $400. That is slightly more than the $395 annual fee. But this only works if you use the entire travel credit. You must also keep the card through the anniversary. Imagine Lisa spends $1,500 on flights and hotels each year. She books at least $300 of that travel through Capital One Travel. She also uses airport lounges several times during the year. Well, for Lisa, Venture X may provide enough value to justify the fee. The card earns 10 miles for every dollar spent on eligible hotels and rental cars booked through Capital One Travel. It earns 5 miles for every dollar spent on eligible flights and vacation rentals booked through the portal, and it also earns 2 miles for every dollar spent on other purchases. The card also includes Capital One Lounge access. It includes access to participating Priority Pass lounges after enrollment. And listen to that, it has no foreign transaction fee. Capital One classifies Venture X as a card for excellent credit. If you travel only once a year, paying $395 probably does not make sense. The same is true if you dislike booking through a travel portal. So simply here is the final conclusion. If you are new to credit, consider Chase Freedom Rise. If you spend heavily on groceries, gas, and online shopping, then consider Blue Cash every day. If you want simple cash back, choose Citi Double Cash. If you travel a few times per year, Chase Sapphire Preferred is the best overall choice. And if you travel regularly and value airport lounges, well, Venture X is the premium winner of Best Premium Travel Credit Card 2026. But hey, you do not need all 5 cards. You need the one that fits spending already inside your budget. And if you carry a balance, forget the rewards. A 2% reward cannot protect you from an interest rate above 20%. Pay the full statement balance by the due date whenever possible. You do not need to carry debt or pay interest to build credit. The best credit card is not the one promising the most benefits. It is the one that gives you useful rewards without causing you to spend more. Follow Brands Insider, and please, we need your support. Watch the next video.